You're in your highest alignment because you know everything you need is inside. Welcome back to the Live Young podcast, where we talk all things learning ourselves to love ourselves. My mission is to check you back in, off of the hamster wheel of existence so that you can start living your best life. As you see, I have my candles lit behind me, my feather wand, my rattle, all my tools for ceremony, because I think every in life can be a ceremony, a way of devotion. Today I want to talk about the 4 Agreements. The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. It's a really beautiful handbook on 4 agreements that we can make with a self to take with us during life. 4 agreements are, as Don Miguel Ruiz puts it, 1, always keep your word. If you say you're going to do something, follow through. Commitment. Where in your life do you lack follow through? Do you say one thing but do another? We learn to trust ourselves by being trustworthy. Do you keep your word? 2, don't take anything personally. It's so easy to think that we've been snubbed by someone, or they didn't call us back, or they didn't answer the text, or gave you a dirty look, or, honked at you in traffic. We take that on as if it's a personal attack. But what if they didn't get your missed call? What if they're having a really bad day and are just taking it out on you by honking the horn? What if they missed your text because they were busy? So we create these stories in our heads that are so outlandish, and they take us out of this personal space of clarity. What if it's not about you at all? 2nd agreement, never take anything personally. They honked at you. You could assume that they're a jerk, or maybe they just had a bad day. They didn't call you back. You could assume that they're angry with you and create this anxiety within yourself, or they were just really busy. Creating story, creating assumption. Assumptions lead to failed expectations, to misfortune. Keep it clear. Don't take anything personally. Always keep your word. Don't make assumptions. Always do your best. If you show up with your best, there's no room for error. If you go to bed every day being like, thank you, God, thank you, body, thank you, day, I did my best, there's nothing left. You've emptied the tank. You did the best that you could for that day, for that moment. And there's no space for regret, resentment, because you did your best, and that's the best you could do. That's all you could do. So Don Miguel Ruiz, these are his 4 agreements. I sat with this. I've read it a couple times. It's a really beautiful book to keep on hand. And I was like, you know what? What about writing my own agreements? Keeping myself to the things that matter most to me. And I'm offering this to you because I want you to write your own agreements. What does that look like? Well, I'm going to share mine, just as I shared Don Miguel Ruiz, and maybe prompt you to write your own. So my 4 agreements, the first one is always move from gratitude to grief. Gratitude first. And if I come to a place of grief, I will move into gratitude. It's so often that we get stuck in a place of grieving or dissatisfaction or focusing on the negative as opposed to seeing what it's offered us, even if it's painful. Where can you find gratitude in the situation for something you were given or what you learned from something that was less than ideal? I will always move from a space of grief to gratitude, 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 gratitude. Number 2, I will come from a place of knowing versus needing. What if you trusted that? If you came from a place of knowing, something that I sit with often, because there's a part of me that has this helpless energy. When I'm feeling disintegrated, that little girl in me that needed help reaches out for someone to fix or save her. Who can I pay? What expert to either tell me what I need to hear or give me that little bit of instant gratification? Taking that back. Take your power back. Trust that you know that you have what you need. So first one is gratitude first. I will always move from space of grief into gratitude. 2nd, know over need. I know I have what I need. Number 3, fuel over fill. I will fuel my body, my time, my energy, my space forward. Instead of filling Any empty I'm feeling with extra. Do not fill the feelings. Fuel them. Feel them. Feel them. And then let go what doesn't serve you. Fuel over fill. Do not feel empty. Fuel yourself. And the last one on my list is trust. Everything I need is inside. Trust yourself. What an agreement to make with yourself for full trust, for full transparency, for full integrity. Always show up with integrity. Always show up in full trust of yourself. Because if you're in trust, if you're leading with integrity, then you will not attract anyone else who isn't. And if you do, you'll be able to see right away that there's something about that that's not right. When you trust yourself, you know you have what you need. You're not filling. You're in a space of gratitude instead of grief. You're in your highest alignment because you know everything you need is inside. Trust yourself. It isn't about having the most. It's about making the most of what you have. You already have what you need. You just have to honor that. You can choose to fuel yourself instead of fill any empty. Face the feelings. Everything you need is inside. The opportunity to trust yourself is a choice, is a practice, is an agreement over and over again. So, get out a piece of paper, order the book, The 4 Agreements, or just write your own, almost as a form of vow, commitment to yourself. Gratitude. You have what you need. Everything you need is inside. Hope this was helpful. If you would like to work together, you can find me at LiveYoung on Instagram and liveyoung.co